But this seems awfully close. Am I wrong or? Hi, I'm Sugar Sammy. I'm a Pisces. I like long walks on the beach and making snowmen.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it was very important to be in a cash-only business, to not pay taxes, because that's how you save in Canada. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Revenue Canada. I think most of your education in terms of the workforce and entrepreneurship happens on the ground. You know, you'll go as far as you can by learning stuff at school. You know, it'll be great. It'll give you some sort of background, but nothing beats experience. It's those hours that you put in where you figure out instinctively what you need to do to get things done, especially for entrepreneurs. You know, a lot of what you do, especially in the beginning, is done on your own, you know, because that's your business model only allows that. You got to see it as a learning process. With comedy on stage, it's different because when you fail, it's very public, very quick. So you're failing publicly, so it forces you to not have to go through that and have that feeling again. So you really try to correct yourself very quickly. Always acknowledge your mistakes and always make sure you identify them, embrace them, and then learn from them very quickly and try to correct them and get better every single time. You have to fail to know how to succeed. I've always thought that. So there has to be that willingness artistically to do something different. So you always got to identify what your strengths are. You've got to identify how to make them shine in an original way, in an original fashion that hasn't been done. So how do I differentiate myself from everybody else? But not how do I create something to differentiate myself. How am I different from everyone else? And how can I highlight that? That's very key. Authenticity is key. You know, no matter who you are, no matter what kind of product you're launching, you've got to have that. You know, whether it's art, whether it's a company, whether you're just out there identifying the brand of your company, it's got to be authentic. But, oh yeah, I've had people go, man, yo, you know what you should do? And you can tell what kind of friend it is. Yo, man, you know what you should do? People don't do, make you different. Don't use a mic. And I'm like, no one's gonna hear me. Yeah. Yeah, like shout. I had one that was pretty scary when I did a show after I had a death threat in Sherbrooke. And so getting up on stage, you know, an hour after a death threat was phoned in was kind of tough. But it was still a great show. It ended up being a great show. The audience didn't know, and they only found out in the news that evening. that evening and the next day when it was all over. But I think that was my, that was one of the most difficult. But it still ended up being a great show for the audience because they had no clue. I grew up in Côte-des-Neiges, probably the most multicultural neighborhood in the province, and I went to the most multicultural high school in the province, and I think that reflects itself without me even trying too hard in my comedy. It's home. It's 100% my home, you know. So I'll always have. This is where I have to come back to, you know, to pay my taxes.